They had the top 10 most hated professions. Real estate was number 4. There was like used car sales, attorneys, and real estate was under there. And I thought, this needs to change. Jesus needs to be in this.
And welcome to another episode of the Life Podcast. I'm Dave Miller, and I've got my friend Cody Spencer here. And Cody, you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, a real estate agent. You own a real estate company, community leader. But man, that's how most of us know you. I kind of want to get to know your backstory. Man, let's take it away. Talk to us.
Yeah, totally. Let's see. I've been in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for 25 years. Moved here in 2000. Went to Canfield Middle School.
Come on.
Coeur d'Alene High, class of 07.
Oh, I'm a Lake City guy.
Oh, we can get along. I kid at Lake City, so go Timberwolves.
Yeah, there you go.
Went down to College of Idaho, played baseball down there.
Oh, come on.
Go Yotes. Go Yotes. Graduated 2012 with an education degree.
Okay.
And came back, and I was on fire for the Lord. And I said, wow, if I go to the public school, I'm probably going to get fired for talking about Jesus every day, and went into sales.
Oh,
right
there
away.
You go.
Sales. So got into medical sales, 2012.
So how old are you at this time?
Oh, yeah. Let's back up. So moved here 2000, graduated, yada, yada. Came back 2012. I'm probably 21.
Okay.
Young buck. Got a job doing oxygen and medical sales, and just had to figure it out. Just knew I needed to build relationships and had no clue. It was like CPAP, BiPAP, all that stuff. Didn't know a thing about it, but knew people. Okay. And knew I'm a human addict, like a people addict. Yeah. So I just love relationships, finding out about people, doing things like this, and knew I just loved to build a relationship. So got into medical sales, did that for 2 years. Then my family friend owned Hippo Car Wash, and went to Hippo Car Wash. Oh, that's Squeakies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Hippo's a competitor.
That's by Fred Meyer.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Yep. Basenko right there in 95.
Okay.
Yep. My friend Mike Threadgill, shout out to him. He gave me a job. That was my first job in high school. Was drying cars, wax on, wax off.
Come on. So you know karate?
Oh, yeah. Paint the fence. So I did that all throughout my high school. Came back, managed Hippo Car Wash for, 3 years. But I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
It's a good book.
It's so good. And I knew I wanted to start my journey. And I grew up, my dad always flipping homes. And so he had flipped some homes. I was the demo crew with my siblings. But I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I thought, this is what I want to do. Get cash flow, be able to pay for my budget. And at the time, I was a single dude at 21 years old. My budget was maybe $1,000 a month. So it seemed easy. And then I went and got my real estate license. So did that in 10 years ago, 2015.
Okay, so your dad flipped homes. So was he also a real estate agent?
Not at the time. He's been doing it for about 20 years now, though.
Okay.
But at the time, he wasn't. He just would give deals to other local agents in town.
Okay, so he'd buy houses, fix them up, and then sell them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool deal. I don't have those skills.
He does. He is the ultimate handyman.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I have like minimal skill. I can change a light bulb.
Okay.
But I call him and say, Dad, what do I do with this plumbing line? He walks me through it.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
So does he still do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't flip as much. He has a bunch of units here in town. So he's more retired.
Okay.
Traveling the world, RV with my mom.
So then you got into real estate, 2015?
15, 10 years ago.
Who did you go to work for, or what agency or whatever?
So I went and interviewed all different brokerages because I wanted to get to know what they did. And I walked into Keller Williams. Granted, my dad was there at the time. And on the wall said, God, family business. And everyone there was just welcoming. It wasn't very competitive. It was more like, hey, let's all do this together. And I knew that's where I wanted to be. And I was new, and their training program was amazing.
So I'm going back in time, did Marie Pickford, was she there then?
Yep, Marie Pickford and Ben Fairfield.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I know Ben. Yeah. Good deal. How'd that start go for you?
So it was amazing. I got plugged in right away, joined a team, which I think every new real estate agent should join a team because you get to learn how to lead generate, how to lead follow-up, and do the business from someone that's done it before. So joined a team. Marie was a big inspiration for me and Ben. I looked up to Ben big time. And let's see, I did maybe 6 deals my first year.
Wow.
And we're talking when prices were like $200,000. So that's not much money.
No.
But when you're at the time 25 years old, I was living on $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month. So got my start in that and started looking for deals too to be able to have rental income.
Okay, so like right away you started looking at that.
Yeah, because I read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought, well, how do I go find some seller financing or something? And so year one, I only did about 6 deals. Year two, about 12. Year three is when I had the hockey stick, where it went to like 35 deals in one
Wow.
year. Yeah. So I finally figured it out, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy. So when did you, because I know Embrace Realty, that's what you own, correct?
Correct.
So how did that transition go? Like when did you decide, oh dude, I think I'm going to like build my own team or do whatever, I don't know, all the real estate stuff. So how did that work?
Well, we got to go back to college. I grew up in a faith-filled family. I knew in my head who Jesus was.
Yep.
And I wanted to go to heaven. So I gave my life to the Lord like at 12 years old. And I would say I was a fan. I didn't want to go to hell. So I did everything I needed to do to get to heaven. Right?
There you go.
Like, yeah. So in college, though, I went all in, like baptized in the Holy Spirit, baptized in fire, like started following the Bible and what Jesus actually said versus just trying to do good things. So I come back home, do medical sales, Hippo car wash, get into real estate. I was on a team at the time. My buddy Zach Davis and Alex Reyes, we were praying and fasting during this time. And Zach had this wild idea to start this team called Embrace that he felt like he got from the Lord. At the time, I had my first kid, Zane. I said, dude, I don't even know what I'm doing. I need to keep this baby alive. I have no desire to build a team right now. But I was recruiting for the team I was on. Well, 6 months goes by. I prayed about it. I fasted about it. And the Lord's like, now's the time. And he had this word called embrace. And it was to embrace each city we go to and raise the standard of real estate wherever we go.
Okay.
So we started that, but it was really like ministry and real estate mashed up. And we didn't want it to have a name like Cody Spencer. We wanted it to be name autonomous. So it wasn't about ego or pride or anything like that. Right. No offense to anybody that has their name out there. We just at the time were like, let's just have it not be any of our names. So we grew that. That was 7 years ago. We started Embrace. And it was Zach and I. We got my buddy Alex. And then I recruited one buyer agent. And Keller Williams put us in a closet and said, good luck. Hope you make it. And we just hit the phones.
So it's just like the four of you, or so you were a team, but it was inside of Keller Williams.
Correct.
Okay. And you guys just bada bing.
Yeah, it was so loud. This room's pretty tiny. It was about this size with 4 people.
Oh my goodness.
We were doing $100 a day minimum.
Wow. Each of you?
Minimum. Yeah, 20 conversations a day. That was our goal, all of us. And our goal was to set 2 to 3 appointments a week.
So I have no idea. How does this work? Do you just, is it just cold calling people and just saying, hey, do you need to buy or sell a home? I don't know how this all works.
You get your phone out and you look up all your database on your phone.
Yeah.
And you just press send.
Holy buckets.
From A to Z. And you just go and you call your friends.
Yeah.
And usually the script that we use was more natural. Like, hey, I'm in real estate. I just wanted to see, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell? That was a simple one. And then conversation would happen, right?
Yeah.
But it's more so like, hey, I want to follow up. How you doing? How's your business going? It's not all about us asking, but we would always ask questions about them and how they're doing. And whenever you ask them about how their business is, the natural question is, well, how's your business? Or remind me what you do again. Right. That's when you know, you're like, oh, they don't know I'm in real estate.
Yeah, that's cool. So, you guys are just pounding the phones.
On the phones, cold calling. We would cold call too. We'd do an open house and call the entire neighborhood.
So how does how did that work? Talk to me about how did that work? Like, when did you guys find success, or how long did it take you to find success, or walk me through that process?
Yeah. So year one, Zach Davis is stud realtor here in town, but we're new. Like, we're 3 years into this thing and we're starting our own team. I had just had my best year yet, did about 30 something deals. He had his best year yet doing 30 something deals. So we just kept doing what we're doing. I think him and I did like 70 deals that year together. Alex Reyes just started going. He did like 12. And then our new buyer agent did another 12. So year one, like, we're doing pretty good. Like, we're competing number 2 and 3 in the company for
like
teams.
Close to 100 homes.
Yeah.
Close to 100 deals. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot.
Yeah. And so we hit the ground running. They put us in a closet and we kind of had a chip on our shoulder saying we're going to prove everybody wrong. Because everyone told us, good luck. 3-way partnership, because all 3 of us owned it.
Oh, okay.
So we're splitting it 3 ways. So any profit we made, we were splitting it 3 ways, which is tough in a real estate company because the profits are thin. Our budget when we're going crazy was like 20 grand a month.
Holy buckets. Yeah. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
We've got this, we own some clothing stores, and you look at that beginning of the year before the month even starts, you're kind of big time in the hole.
So when you have motivation to pick up the phone, that's why.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just want to serve people. So year one, we did pretty well. We just kept ramping up every year. And I have a very evangelistic heart. I just want to bring people along for the ride. Let's go do this together. This is so awesome. One of my favorite verses is John 10:10. to live life and life to the full.
Yep.
Right. So if I can bring other people along this journey and say, hey, I'm living life to the full. You want to live life to the full? We just have the vehicle of real estate. We're going to serve people like Jesus does and go make money doing it. So that was kind of our approach. And every year we got better and better. And by year 4, we had over 20 agents on the team, including us. And we were doing 185 deals a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So again, just for the structure of, so is there 3 main agents and then the rest of the team? Or are you guys all the same, or how does that all work?
Yeah, I would call all of us main agents. They can all buy, they can all list, they can all invest. All of us, some teams only have one listing agent and everybody else does the buy side. We wanted to give everybody the opportunity to do it all.
Yeah.
Now, you got to train, and listing is a lot harder than buying. But we also were during the COVID years where you put a sign in the yard and everyone's selling. So we had the benefit of that too.
And so to take me back, like I know, like I see you on social media, on Instagram. I mean, I see you out there quite a bit. Have you always been that way? Like back when you were a kid, did you always like have no problem just putting yourself out there? Or have you ever been a shy kid?
Yes, 100%. My 7-year-old Zane, I was just like him, very introverted.
Really?
Very nervous to be around people.
Wow.
That's my natural. I'm like an extroverted introvert. I love being at home alone, like spending time with the Lord. I love that. I love getting away from it all. But when I got baptized when I was in college, I feel like it was the Holy Spirit filling me up. And I tell people I had Godfidence at that point. Like I wanted to go tell people about Jesus. Okay, do you have time to tell a crazy story?
Yes. Yes. Dude,
This is
my
crazy.
place. We can do whatever we want.
So this is what made me go all in. I've always been a skeptic. I've always questioned everything, whether it's a health craze or whatever. And I was playing baseball at the time, injured my back so bad I could barely swing a baseball bat. And I was my first year at College of Idaho, just broken up with my girlfriend, and it was just kind of a low season, going out drinking at parties and stuff, but still knew I believed in Jesus. So I went on this journey for truth. I went to every church you could imagine, all black, all white, all Hispanic, Catholic, Mormon, Protestant, Lutheran, whatever. And I read Lee Strobel's Case for Christ, and that kind of like got me stirring a little bit more, like, oh, okay, this is something like maybe my parents were telling me the truth. Well, I was serving at a food bank, and granted, my back's hurt, right? Could barely swing a baseball bat. If I ran as fast as I could, I'd like fall over because it hurt so bad.
Wow.
So anyways, we're delivering this food. The guy I'm delivering with, it was the last stop, and he goes, Cody, just FYI, this lady likes to talk a lot. We'll be here, we'll get in, we'll get out as soon as possible, but just kind of humor her. I'm like, okay, I can do that, I can talk. So she's talking, she starts calling things out, like prophetically, like, Cody, I feel like, doesn't know me, by the way. I feel like you struggle with comparison. And inside, I'm like, how does this lady know? Like, I play sports, so I'm better than that guy, but that guy's better than me. Like, always comparing myself physically to people, spiritually, everything. So now I'm curious. I'm like, what's this lady all about?
Yeah.
I'm delivering food to her. Like, she's like the least of these that needs help. Now she's helping me. And she goes, doesn't know me, goes, and I feel like the Lord wants to heal your back.
What?
Oh, yeah. Didn't know. And maybe I was hobbling because a bad back, you can tell sometimes.
Yeah.
I go, okay. She's like, do you want to be healed? I'm like, well, of course. So I sit down in the chair like this, put my feet out. She holds them, prays over my feet. One foot was a little bit longer than the other one. Didn't realize that, or one leg. She prays over them. I open my eyes after, and they're lined up. She's like, well, do something you couldn't do before. So I stand up. I could barely touch my knees. I go palms to the ground. Yeah. So get this. She goes, well, did anything change? I looked at her and said, I don't really know. And I told the guy, we got to go. And we left. But it was so like mind blowing for me because I didn't think that God did that. So we walk away, and the whole ride home, it was like a doubting Thomas moment where I'm like, all right, this will change my life forever. And whatever you say, Lord, I'm all in. 100% all in. If your Bible says it, I'll do it. So that was kind of my crazy, wild story. Like, I found a friend that believed in the Holy Spirit, and I thought it was weird. So I heard him like speaking in tongues. I'm like, this is just weird stuff. And I said, hey, dude, I'm all in. Where do I start? And he like would give me Bible verses and chapters to go read, and just went all in for Jesus.
That's great. And this lady, I mean, like, just bada bing, like that.
To this day, she doesn't know that God healed me.
So did you never have like back stuff anymore or whatever? You just died?
That was 2010, and I have never had back pain since.
That's crazy.
I've had like some stiffness, right? But not debilitating like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just know that once, a lot of times when someone has back issues, it's kind of, it's kind of
coming.
there.
Yeah.
Like I know my wife has flare-ups every couple of years and now she can kind of like, and then she'll be careful for a while.
Right.
Just to make sure she doesn't have the flare up. And then But yeah, once she does, it's like a week, that it kind of knocks her down and bada bing.
So I say that because when we started Embrace, let's get this full circle. I was on fire for the Lord, so much so that I believed he could heal anybody. I believe that if you were sick or you died, I believe he would raise you from the dead. And so I really wanted to bring ministry and Jesus to real estate. And here's something else. When I took my real estate course, they had the top 10 most hated professions. Real estate was number 4. There was like used car sales, attorneys, and real estate was under there. And I thought, this needs to change. Jesus needs to be in this industry. So it kind of inspired me to bring Jesus along for the ride. And now he leads the way. I used to lead the way. Now he leads the way.
Wow. That's awesome. I mean, that is definitely a crazy story. And I don't think I can do palms to the ground right now.
I still can't right
and
now.
I haven't had like any back issues.
That's how I knew it was a miracle. I couldn't even do it right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you four were a team, but you were still under the Keller Williams umbrella.
Right.
But now you're kind of like fully launched out of that? Is that how?
Kind of, sort of. So we're still under an umbrella called EXP,
Okay.
But it's a cloud-based brokerage. What that means is there's no brick and mortar. There is no brick and mortar office that you go to unless you want to have your own. So we've been looking at doing our own boutique brokerage. There's a few in town that do a good job. And we thought, I'm either going to go the broker route or we're going to have less liability, because being a broker, there's a ton of liability. There's lawsuits that happen all the time. And you got to pay a broker to do the whole job. And it's like minimum 6 figures and on. So we thought about the budget too. Well, EXP has a model where you can kind of do that, but have less liability because they have their own broker and you can run how you want to. So we have our own little boutique brokerage underneath the EXP umbrella, like KW, but we can go into details of this. There's revenue share you can make. There's insurance you can get. There's stock options. So it's kind of ran like you own your own thing.
Okay. And so you have a brick and mortar office for your office specifically, or?
Yeah, we actually just moved 607 East Lakeside, right across from the post office downtown. It's a small little place my dad owns, and Prism Environmental used to be down there. And they moved out. My dad said, hey, I'll give you the same deal. So we came in, our rent's pretty good. So we moved in, remodeled the whole place, make it look like a real estate office.
In Coeur d'Alene here?
Yeah, downtown. So it's a cool little place. We have a conference room. We're watching the Mariners down there.
Come on,
Mariners. World
Let's
Series,
go.
here we
yeah,
go.
Last I looked, we were up 6-3.
I was looking too, yeah.
So, well, that's how we first met, because your office, you guys were like right across or kind of kitty corner from Life.
Yeah, that was our spot.
You guys would come into Life, and that's literally how we met.
That was such a cool spot. Hope it comes back.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And then you moved to Post Falls, correct?
We had a satellite location in Post Falls.
Okay, that's what
because
it
right
was.
now we have Coeur d'Alene. Some people operate in Post Falls and Spokane.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yep, Bryce is our stud in Spokane, and he's got Jake and Francis.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Spokane.
Yep.
You're moving, man.
We're moving. And we tried Portland, Oregon. It's just tough right now. The market's tough.
Yeah.
We had a stud out there. And the nice thing is we're still helping them, but yeah, we had to shut that location down.
Okay. So that gets us up to where we're at now. Where do you see the company going in the future? Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Yeah. To get raw and real, I went through divorce 3 years ago, and it was at the peak of our biggest team, most profit, everything. And at that time, looking back now, the Lord's like, hey, I'm going to make you into this man. And he was pruning a lot of things in my life. And stuff happened and started growing even more and leaned into the Lord even more. And I had this like fork in the road where I was hurt, obviously going through a lot of stuff. And I decided I'm either going to go the world's way and go downtown to the bars every night because I'm hurting, or I'm going to lean into the Lord and my church community. And I decided to lean into my church and just started serving. I was going to church. We got Saturday services, Sunday services, young adult services on Thursday, just go and hang, try to lead, serve. Youth services, I was there almost every night, to the point where the pastor's like, bro, you're going to burn out, like slow down. So yeah, grew a lot, learned through that whole process that growing so fast is sexy, like in the world's eye, but really business is about profitability and helping the people actually make a great life to the full, like we talked about. So I say that because we've shrunk quite a bit. We have 3 different ways you can be in our team. You can be dependent, which we do a 50-50 split because we pay for a lot of the things, leads, office space, mentorship, marketing, transaction management. Or you can graduate to interdependent, which is a 70-30 split that you share with us, and you get transaction management and marketing paid for. So then after that, you can go independent, which is the EXP model. And we make revenue share every single year up to about $2,000 a year for just helping people go hit their goals. And that's the model we're going. Is we would rather, in the model we had before, we felt like we had golden shackles on people, like, hey, please stay. We'll give you whatever, please stay. And now we are in a spot where we say, hey, whatever you want to do. How do we help you grow to what you want to go build? And we get paid to do it. So it's a much more freeing model. I think the cloud-based brokerage is the way of the future. I think a lot of people are meeting in coffee shops like Life back in the day, right? Versus the conference room at your brick and mortar. A lot of people think that's more old school, where, hey, I'd rather meet at my house or the coffee shop or wherever.
Right. Well, I had a lot of real estate people meeting at Life. It was kind of like, dude, I should open a brokerage here or something. But I don't know anything about real estate.
Hey, you might be onto something there.
So it was, and I think of where I would rather meet people, and I meet people pretty much always like in coffee shops or places that are just comfortable, where, it's not my home turf or their home turf. It's, kind of a neutral site. Ground. It just kind of gives people like a little bit, puts them at ease a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we do. We still have an office because some older clients still like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still meet people in my office, for business stuff, but I would say that's 10%. 90% is, out in the community or whatever. And plus, I like to be out in the community.
Same. So, and I love to be able to go to a coffee shop to serve the other person, because I want to start the conversation with, hey, let me buy you a drink.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm automatically serving them right away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, it helps. I love being generous.
Good deal. So as I mentioned earlier, not just real estate, but I mean, you're an entrepreneur. Basically, a lot of real estate agents are kind of entrepreneurs by nature, but you've taken that to a different level. Now you're an entrepreneur that, you have some responsibility for, or I'm sure you feel responsibility for other people as well. Because you're wanting to be successful, but you also want them to be successful. What would you, not just for real estate people, but what advice would you give to people that are just wanting to be entrepreneurs or wanting to be business or just wanting to take whatever next step they have in life? Talk to me about some business, because you've...
let's see here. Where do you even start? That's a big question.
It is.
It depends on who you are, right? Yeah. Like for me, I can only speak from my experience. I'm a ready, fire, aim later kind of guy.
That's what I do.
I know.
And
we're similar.
I need to try to fix it.
But you can bring people that aim in your life.
Yes.
And that's where, and you're older than me. Maybe you have more wisdom on this.
No. Anytime someone says you probably have more wisdom, the answer is very clearly no.
You have more experience.
Okay, there we go.
So I'm just learning now at 36. It's like, I would rather be surrounded by people that compliment me than try to be something I'm not.
Yes,
right?
That's important.
Like, God's given me these strengths to go make a mess and go serve people and build relationships. I'm not a great detail person. So I hire a transaction manager that comes in and makes sure every I is dotted, T is crossed, so we're not in legal stuff. Yeah, so I'm just trying to lean into my strengths. So I would say for me, it's don't be afraid to make a mess or to fail, right? Go do it, see what works, pivot, do it all over again. Like if you want to be successful, it takes a lot of failure, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to fail a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
try a lot.
There's like that 1% of people that are just successful right out of the gate, but
you can't even copy that though.
99% of people, it's usually like the third or fourth or fifth or 10th time. Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's good advice. So be you. Because God made each person uniquely different with incredible abilities and talents. And I think so many times, kind of going back to that thing you're talking about comparing, we compare ourselves to other people and we don't realize that our gifting are different than theirs. And we spend all our time trying to be someone that we're not. And not enough time spending time being who we're supposed to be.
I struggle with that.
Oh, dude, I struggle. I'm 55 and I still struggle with that.
I've been going to a therapist and I finally figured out at 36 that, I've been trying to be somebody that I'm not. It's a lot of people pleasing, trying to, there's imposter syndrome. Have you heard of that? Where you're like, I don't feel like I belong in this. So I think I'm finally at the point where I'm okay being me, and I still struggle with it. Could you go out in the community, like, okay, I got to make this person feel a certain way and I want them to feel good about it, so I better be like this. Or social media, it's like, if I want to be successful, I better be like Dave Miller or whatever it is, right? So I'm learning that I'm okay with me and to spend a lot of time with intimacy with the Lord and him telling me like, I love you for who you are. You don't have to be so-and-so and try to be the American success story. You can be you and let God provide. And just, I think stewardship is what I'm learning. Steward what God gives you and he'll give you more. I heard someone say this today. The reward for good work is more good work, right?
Yeah.
So if you do a good job, the Lord's going to give you more to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm at that season of my life where I'm just going to be my hardworking self, love people well. And I know people, not everyone's going to like me, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think when you're talking about the imposter syndrome and trying to be who we're not, and we were talking about that, and it's like, dude, I want to hide who I am. I hope you don't know who I am. All of that secret stuff that none of us are proud of. I'd rather put this image up for you to, so you think that I'm that.
I got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
That proves it. Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I've got 7 or 8 of those shirts.
Well, and that's tough in marriage.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden your wife finds out who you really are, and you got to create this facade and keep it going. And now it's like, here I am.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. And you know what? And the crazy thing is, who I am is enough. If it's enough for God, it's got to be enough for everybody else.
You just need to accept it.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Come on. Dude, hey, I literally tell people all the time, I think I probably say this on a lot of the podcasts, I think I do a podcast for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Just so I could sit down with people, because we always have so much stuff to do, and just talk to them and learn about them, because I genuinely love people. I love hearing their stories and what makes them tick. And, then I try to take like a little nugget, like, oh, dude, I could do this, or this is something that I need to work on or whatever. So thanks for sitting down with me, man.
Of course. It's been a pleasure. This is awesome.
Dude. Yeah, it's fun. Man, if you're watching and you like just learning about people, man, like this, share this, comment on it. Tell us what you think, man. And gosh, tune in next week as well for another episode of Life Podcast. We'll come up with a better name sometime soon. But right now, it's just the Life Podcast. Take it easy. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.